In this video, we're playing an updated Pauper Ruby Storm featuring Electric Revelation and Laughing Mad. It's so much better. Let's go check out today's deck list. This is Pauper Ruby Storm, and this deck list is actually Kalikai's deck list, who is a Pauper creator, also plays a lot of combo decks, and they featured this deck on their channel. They recommended that I play it because it's so much better than it used to be, so that's exactly what we're doing today. And the real upgrade is Electric Revelation, 2 in a red. You discard a card as an additional cost to cast this spell, draw 2 cards, and it has flashback for 3 in a red, 4 mana total. And then Laughing Mad is the same exact card, just with a different name. So why are these cards so good? In fact, when you look at the deck list, there's no copies of Ren's Resolve or Reckless Impulse, and those cards are seen play in Modern Ruby Storm, so why wouldn't we play them here in Pauper? Well, I think that's a fair question. And in this version, there's nothing like Past in Flames that creates a ton of card advantage. So instead, we're playing Electric Revelation and Laughing Mad that are essentially draw 3s when you use both halves of the card. And you're able to reduce those cards by using Thornscape Familiar and Goblin and Narcomancer. So it's like the modern counterpart with Ruby Medallion and Rail Monsoon Mage, but instead here you have common versions, which would be the Goblin and Narcomancer and Thornscape Familiar. So you do have some cards that see play in the modern version, like Glimpse the Impossible, and then a card that's banned in modern, Rite of Flame. Okay, so you get an upgrade there. But after that, the real big reason to play this deck, in my opinion, is Pirate's Pillage and Big Score. When you play Goblin and Archemancers in multiples, once you really start getting going, these cards are either break evens or positive on mana, which sounds rare, but it happens all the time. So it costs a single red, you draw 2 cards, and you get to make 2 treasures off of either Big Score or the Pirate's Pillage. And another card that's banned in Modern, by the way, Seething Song. So you have better rituals here. You don't have to play things like Pyretic Ritual or Desperate Ritual. You have the more powerful, cards to be playing. And that's sort of the deck list, but how you win is often with Gutter Snipe. So you only have 2 of them, but it says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it deals 2 to each opponent. Okay, well, what if they have double removal spell? Well, you have a Felden's Cane, and it's really easy to draw your library multiple times with this deck, because once you start drawing cards, it's pretty tough to fizzle. And I know that sounds like, I'm lying to you, but I've played this deck a bunch, and I say that because I've tried to record this video multiple times. I've been having microphone issues where just in the middle of round 1, I'll be mid-word and the audio just drops. I've done a bunch of things over the last few days to try to solve it. Hopefully it works. So we're trying again today, but I've drawn my deck multiple times and I've just couldn't believe how easy it was. In the sideboard, we have Apostle's Blessing. This is to protect your cost reducers like the Goblin and Narcomancer or Thornscape Familiar. And in order to sideboard it in, you pretty much always sideboard out Rite of Flame. And that means against decks like Burn, are you bringing in Weather the Storm or Apostle's Blessing? I asked kalikaiz what to do, and they said you pretty much never board in the Weather the Storm or the Kessig Flame Breather. Their opinion was this is basically a 9-card sideboard. You use Pyroblast versus blue decks, and then Flaring Pain versus the Prismatic Strand strategies, and that's it. You don't actually use the other 9 cards in the sideboard. And I asked, well, what about something like Fairy Macabre? Their response was, you just race the Spy's Walls deck. You don't actually need a sideboard for it. And I've actually faced that deck 3 times now, and I'm 3-0 with the Pauper Ruby Storm deck. So I agree. I don't know what else to put in those slots, but I'm not going to try to solve that right now. I just want to try to record this video and showcase the strengths of this deck for you. So hopefully you enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, and I will see you in the first match. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Round number 1, we're on the draw. We've opened up a really good hand. We'll keep this. Our opponent with a mulligan to 5. So what I like about this hand is that we have the double Thornscape Familiar, which means that the Pirate's Pillage will end up being a break even because it's going to be reduced by 2 and then it makes 2 treasures later. And then if we can find a third reducer, it's actually plus mana, so that's really nice. In general, like, this hand is just quite strong. I would like to draw a actual green mana source that isn't Manamorphose, but this hand will be just fine. We'll play the Sandstone Needle. Alright, and they play a Winding Way. Recommission and their Slivers? Is that what this is? We'll play the Mountain. Manamorphose. I think I might make green here. In case I draw Goblin and Narcomancer, I could play 2. And I didn't draw anything useful, so I'll play the Thornscape Familiar and pass. Another way we could get that reducer in play, the Thornscape Familiar, is if I play a Pirate's Pillage, make 2 treasures, and then use a treasure to cast the other. And they are in fact on Slivers. I draw Morphos, we'll play that. Make red green, play the Thornscape Familiar, lose our Sandstone Needle. We'll play Pirate's Pillage, discarding Electric Revelation. Ooh, another Thornscape Familiar. That was very good. So we'll make a red Manamorphose. Because now these big scores are plus mana. Rite of Flame was a fine draw. We'll play that. Play the Thornscape Familiar. Play big score, discard Sandstone Needle. Play Seething Song. We'll big score, discard this Geothermal Crevice. Glimpse the Impossible for 1 mana. Wow, we hit double Glimpse! This game is over. Gutter Snipe. Glimpse the Impossible. They take 2. Okay. That could have been a little bit better, but I still think we have it. Manamorphose. They take 2. We'll make red. Another Goblin. We don't care about that. We'll play Laughing Mad. Discard the Goblin and Archemancer. They'll take 2 more. Another Laughing Mad was the draw. We'll flashback Laughing Mad. Discard Geothermal Crevice. They're at 12. Double Pirate's Pillage. Don't mind if I do. We'll play a Pirate's Pillage. Discard Mountain. They're at 10. We'll play Seething Song. They're at 8. Pirate's Pillage. Discard Sandstone Needle. They're at 6. Big score, discard Hickory Woodlaw. And as you see, each one of these ends up making a mana. So you don't have to worry about drawing into more mana. You just want to draw into more card draw. Another Pirate's Pillage, they go to 2. And big score, discard Hickory Woodlot. We're going to end this game with 11 treasures in play. What is this, CDH? Alright, so we win game number 1 over Slivers. No change here. I'm just going to resubmit. I don't think that they're a removal heavy deck. I think our job is to just race them. No reducer, but I'll keep this. I mean, this is a pretty good hand. Basic Plains into Plated Sliver. We'll play Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. The reason that you play Hickory Woodlot here is if you draw the Thornscape Familiar, you want to be able to play it on turn 2. They play a Sinew Sliver, and now they attack for 2. Ouch. We'll play Sandstone Needle, pass the turn. They play a tap land, and now they attack for 4. I'll go to 14. No play. We'll play Sandstone Needle, pass the turn. And instead they cycle a Jolted Awake. I just added this into my Ramos Cycle Storm deck, which is casual Commander Cycle Storm, because it gets back Fluctuator if it's been destroyed, or gets back Draenei Stinger, which is pretty cool. It's like Unearth, but better. They play a Predatory Sliver, so now they can attack for 6. And now they're representing lethal, so we need to try to win on our turn. And step, I will big score, discard the basic mountain. We did not draw a reducer, so I think we're going to start without one and see what we can make happen. We'll begin with a Pirate's Pillage, discarding Rite of Flame. That way the second Rite of Flame will make an additional mana. Tap the Sandstone Needle. We'll play Rite of Flame. So this one makes 3, so we'll go up to 4. And then we'll play Electric Revelation, discard the Geothermal Crevice. We're at 25% of the deck. We've seen 15 cards. Still no reducer. Alright, so we're running out of resources here. We need to draw one quickly. We'll play Seething Song. And then Pirate's Pillage. Discard an Electric Revelation. And they have Fairy Macabre. That's fine. Pirate's Pillage. There we go. Alright, we'll play the Goblin and Narcomancer. Okay, and I'll try Manamorphose. Red. Seething Song. Pirate's Pillage, discard the Geothermal Crevice, play Thornscape Familiar. We'll play Laughing Mad, discarding the Goblin and Archimancer. We hit a Gutter Snipe. I think we'll play that. And then we'll play Laughing Mad, discard the Goblin and Archimancer. We're really low on resources here. Like, I need a Glimpse of the Impossible, and I did draw it. Okay. Let's see the top three. Ooh. I believe we fizzled. We can play Flush out here, getting rid of the Hickory Woodlot. Yeah, we fizzled. If I don't play the land, I get 2 blockers. I think that's actually better than the mana that the Geothermal Crevice would provide, because I'm at 8. So I'll play the Sandstone Needle from hand. We'll get 2 blockers here. They make 3 mana. They tap for a blue. I'm not sure what they're trying to play here. I guess if they had a sliver that gives flying, I would lose. Another Predatory Sliver. And I have to block 2 or else I lose. So we'll use both Eldrazi Scions here. And I'll take 4. I go to 4. They play a land. 1 card remains. We'll play Big Score, discarding the Electric Revelation. They go to 12. Another Big Score here. Discard the Hickory Woodlot. They go to 10. Unfortunately, the flashback on the Laughing Mad will cost me 2 mana because I don't have a 3rd reducer. Discard Sandstone Needle. They go to 8. That was very good. Manamorphose. They go to 6. We'll make red. The other Gutter Snipe. Play Rite of Flame. They're at 2. And now we flashback Laughing Mad. Looks like we're going to get match number 1 over Slivers. How about that? 1-0 with Pauper Ruby Storm. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Time for the second match. We're on the play with Pauper Ruby. Alright, so we have 1 land. Even if we drew a second land, we don't have enough to really get going. I think you're supposed to mulligan this, unfortunately. This is better. No reducer, but I think it is better. Get rid of the Electric Revelation. And once again, you want to lead on Hickory Woodlot in case you do draw the Thornscape Familiar. Basic Forest. Quirion Ranger. Big Score. Alright, so we'll pass here. I'm not sure what the opponent's playing yet. It could be Elves, it could be Walls, it could be Spy combo. We'll find out. They tap 2 lands for a Priest of Titania. So it's Elves, a no removal matchup. Alright, so they swing. We just have to find a reducer here. Manamorphose. I would like to Big Score, and we'll discard Rite of Flame. And I'm doing this in my main phase in case I draw a land. We didn't. And I'll pass. So no land, no reducer, unfortunately. They play land number 3. They play a Timberwatch Elf. Priest of Titania can now tap for 3. They can play a few more elves, and then they can use the Quirion Ranger to untap the Timberwatch Elf. So our opponent could be threatening lethal next turn with the Timberwatch Elf plus Quirion Ranger. Depends on what else they do this turn. Another Priest of Titania. So now this Priest of Titania will tap for 4, and it could tap for 5 if they play another elf with the floating mana. But instead they tap it immediately, a Well-Wisher, and they swing for 1. So next turn they can use the Timberwatch Elf to give +6/+6, and then they can untap it and give another +6/+6. So I would be dead to another copy of Quirion Ranger. We're going to start this turn by casting Glimpse the Impossible, and hoping I hit a cost reducer. And I did. Beautiful. We will play Thornscape Familiar. And I can use the Manamorphose to make a red. Well, I'm going to make double red with it, but I'm casting it with 1 red. And then we'll play Seething Song. We're not completely in the clear yet. Let's play Glimpse the Impossible. We hit an untap land. Play Big Score, discard Pirate's Pillage. That was not good enough. I'm trying to think of what a winning game looks like here. I think it might be better to get 5 Eldrazi Scions and just pass having blockers. So I'll play the Sandstone Needle, And the nice thing about, there's this really sweet synergy with this build with Glimpse the Impossible and the flashback spells, because Glimpse the Impossible puts them to the graveyard after you're done. So you get Eldrazi spawns and it goes to the graveyard. So they play the land, they have 3 cards remaining, 5 green, 10. So if this is a really big Nyxborn Hydra, that's a concern. And it looks like it is. Plus 11, plus 11. So it's a 12/12 that they can give plus 12 to. So I'm dead. I don't have enough toughness here. Okay, Nyxborn Hydra kills me. Bummer. Unfortunate. No sideboarding here. We just need to draw a little bit better. On the play for the second game, let's go. We have the Reducer. Don't have green mana, but I'll keep. We'll play the Sandstone Needle, pass. Basic Forest into Jaspera Sentinel. Big score. Player land, pass the turn. I could Electric Revelation on their end step. Part of me wonders if it's actually correct here to discard our Felden's Cane. The issue is if they gain a ton of life off Well-Wisher, I'll need it. So it's risk-reward, because I think in most games you don't end up needing it. They play Winding Way, and they find a Timberwatch Elf. I think the move here is the Electric Revelation, discard Felden's Cane. We did not draw a green mana. I did draw another Sandstone Needle. There's our green. So next turn I can Manamorphose into the Thornscape Familiar, and then maybe try to win. They play Winding Way. Hydroblast. I was not expecting that one. They play another Jaspera Sentinel. We'll play Manamorphose. We'll make 2 green in case I draw another Reducer. Play the Thornscape Familiar. Glimpse the Impossible. We'll play Rite of Flame. Play Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Green, red. Another Rite of Flame. That's a lot of mana. We'll play Big Score. Discard Pirate's Pillage. We hit another Goblin. That's good. Big Score. Discard the Seething Song. We'll play Electric Revelation, discarding the Geothermal Crevice. Play Seething Song. Flashback the Electric Revelation. Cost 2. Discard the Mountain. Another Goblin. So now those effects will cost 1, but the issue is that I've run out of gas outside of this one final flashback spell. Discard the Mountain. Play Glimpse the Impossible. We hit double Big Score effect. That's insane here. We'll play Pirate's Pillage, discard the Hickory Woodlot. And they're plus 1 mana now because I have 3 Reducers in play. Discard the Goblin and Archimancer. And there's my Gutter Snipe. So now we can start to win the game. Okay. We'll play a Glimpse the Impossible. They take 2 down to 18. Manamorphose. I will gladly play that here. Make this a little larger so you can actually see what's in my exile as well. Auto yield to that damage trigger, so they go to 16. We'll make 2 red. Another Glimpse the Impossible. They go to 14. 2 more Pirate's Pillage. You'll love to see it. Discard this Geothermal Crevice. And this is the best part of the deck, in my opinion, is the fact that these Pirate's Pillage effects are just plus mana. And like you get to just churn through your library. We'll play Laughing Mad. Discard the Sandstone Needle. Play Laughing Mad again. Discard the Geothermal Crevice. They're at 6. Play Seething Song. They go to 4. Laughing Mad. Discard Hickory Woodlot. They go to 2. We'll play the other Gutter Snipe. And flashback Laughing Mad, discarding Laughing Mad. Okay, we take game number 2 on the draw. I'm sorry, on the play. Now we're about to be on the draw. So we did see Hydroblast, but I don't think you're supposed to board in Pyroblast. I think you just try to be the best combo deck you can. We have double Reducer. No payoff spells, but our deck is like 20-something plus draw spells, so I'm going to keep this. Turn 1 Birchlore Rangers. Alright, that was a good one. We'll play the Hickory Woodlot, pass. Priest of Titania. They swing, ouch. We'll play Sandstone Needle, pass the turn. They have land number 3. They play Timberwatch Elf, so once again they're trying to represent lethal. Another Timberwatch Elf. And they swing. And they could have Hydroblast available because of the Birchlore Rangers. We'll play Goblin and Archimancer. I feel like I'm not ready to win yet, so I'll play another Goblin here, play the Geothermal Crevice, and we have to hope to not be dead. They cast a Winding Way. They hit a Nyxborn Hydra. Oh no. There's a real chance I'm dead here. So Priest makes 4 mana. And they have a Quirion Ranger. That was a very good Winding Way. So they play the Quirion Ranger, Priest taps for 5. They untap. They replay, or they retap the Priest. That's 10 mana. So then they Nyxborn Hydra for 8. Timberwatch Elf, that's 18. I'd have to block with at least 1 Goblin. Oh, and I wasn't even counting the original Birchlore Rangers power, so that would be 9. So 9 plus 10. So that's 19. And if they have another elf, or hold on, if they have another 1-drop, they could even deal lethal here. Because they can play the Quirion Ranger. Ooh, they're not going to... What are you doing? Was that a misclick? Because if they tap for 5, pick up the land, replay the land, if they had another 1-drop, that was actually lethal. Interesting. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, they missed lethal if they had the Jasper Sentinel in their hand. They must have accidentally clicked through. That's the only thing I can think of here. So their last card in hand is a Nyxborn Hydra and something else. I'm not sure what the final card is. It could be a Hydroblast. We'll tap the Sandstone Needle. Let's try Glimpse the Impossible for 1 mana. We draw, or we find a Thornscape Familiar. We'll play that. Play the Rite of Flame. If their last card is a Hydroblast, it's a little annoying. We'll play the big score, discard Geothermal Crevice. They're tapping Priest of Titania for 8. Negate. Okay. We'll play Rite of Flame. Glimpse the Impossible. Gutter Snipe. Pirates Pillage, discard the big score. They take 2. Pirates Pillage. Uh-oh, it's all up to Stormshriek Feral here. And I don't think I have any flashback cards in the graveyard. This is not good. We'll play Flush Out, put back the Geothermal Crevice. Come on, pretty please. No, come on. Brutal. We didn't hit any of the flashback spells in the first top 33% of our deck. And now we're dead to the Nyxborn Hydra. That's brutal. I guess you could argue that maybe I wasn't supposed to play the second Rite of Flame, but I thought I was going to be choked on mana. And it made 3. Because if I didn't cast the Rite of Flame, I would have been able to big score Pirates Pillage twice. I feel like I was supposed to play the Rite of Flame though. They got me. So we are now 1-1. And I think it goes to show you how good those flashback spells are here because we fizzled when we didn't have it. And Electric Revelation would have been 2 down into Pirates Pillage Manamorphose. So yeah, we were 1 draw spell away. So either the negate or not casting the Rite of Flame potentially. That was a tough loss. We're 1-1, 3 matches to go. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $15.99. This token combo pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens featuring classic Storm and Mana tokens with new inclusions such as our modern Ruby Storm package, but that's not all. Our token pack covers a variety of formats from Pauper to CDH with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Round number 3, we're on the play. Let's try to get a win. We will keep this, play Geothermal Crevice, and pass the turn. Mountain. Flush Out was a good draw here, so we can use it to discard the first Rite of Flame, and then the second will make 3 mana. And finding double Reducer was also good. They Lightning Bolt me. Ouch. I've seen some builds of this deck that play 4 of the Dragon, and honestly, the Dragon always impresses me. It's a card I really like. I just don't know how you fit more of them in. They plot a Highway Robbery. I think it's our window here. I'm going to play the Thornscape Familiar, Rite of Flame, Seething Song. We'll play Pirates Pillage, discard the Laughing Mad. And now I can play the Goblin and Narcomancer. So the big score will be a break even on mana. We'll do green-red. We hit another Goblin, so now big score is plus mana. Discard the Hickory Woodlot. Alright, so we hit we have Laughing Mad still available. I am going to flashback the Laughing Mad, discard the Sandstone Needle. Okay. We'll play the Rite of Flame. Laughing Mad again, discard the Mountain. Big score. Love that card. All right. Ooh. The final Rite of Flame that would make 5 mana here. But I think mana is actually not the choke point, so this is going to hurt, but I think you're supposed to discard the Rite of Flame. Big score. Double land. Well, Laughing Mad from the graveyard. We hit Glimpse the Impossible. That was good. We'll play that. 2 more Laughing Mad effects. So we'll play the first one. Discard Geothermal Crevice. We finally hit the Gutter Snipe, but now I'm running out of mana, and I wish I still had that Rite of Flame available. Alright, we'll play the other Laughing Mad. Discard Hickory Woodlot. Yeah, we bricked. I needed to hit a Seething Song or something else here. I guess I could Laughing Mad and then hit like Mountain plus Seething Song or something. Discard Hickory Woodlot. Yep, 1 mana short. So we'll play Geothermal Crevice and unfortunately pass the turn. 24 cards left in our deck. They cast the Highway Robbery from plot. They discard a Lava Dart, so that can kill the Thornscape Familiar, unfortunately. And they play their own Gutter Snipe. And now they Lava Dart. This will kill that Thornscape Familiar. And we get another chance to try to win. We'll play Seething Song. We'll make green so I can play the 3rd Goblin and Archimancer. Play the Gutter Snipe. And we'll just start casting spells. Laughing Mad. I guess it's Electric Revelation. Discard the Laughing Mad. Pirate's Pillage. Honestly, I feel like mana is my choke point here. So we have enough spells with flashback in the graveyard. I'm going to cast the Seething Song. Discard the Electric Revelation. Glimpse the Impossible. Seething Song. They go to 10. Glimpse the Impossible again. They're at 8. Manamorphose. Yeah, it looks like we've taken game number 1 from Burn here. Another Glimpse the Impossible. We'll play Manamorphose. Red. I think I accidentally clicked black there. Pirate's Pillage. Discard the Geothermal Crevice. And we win game number 1. Take that, Burn. So, from what I'm told, is that you don't actually bring in Weather the Storm here. You just want Apostle's Blessing. So that way you can protect your cost reducer effects. And then you board out Rite of Flame. That is advice directly from kalikaiz, the person working on this deck. So, I'm going to trust them here. And we'll hit submit after that. You're not supposed to ever use these 6 cards in your sideboard. So once again, I mentioned this in the deck tech, but if you have ideas on what should go there, let me know. And I don't believe it's supposed to be Graveyard Hate for the Spy deck because you're the faster combo. We'll keep this. They have 6 cards in their hand. They play Mountain, Sandstone Needle pass, another Mountain, Kessig Flame Breather, Sandstone Needle, send it back. Land number 3, they have 4 cards. They play a Gutter Snipe. So potentially this could be a chance for me to win here. I'm just not convinced that we have the resources to actually win. So I can Manamorphose for green. I can play Goblin and Archimancer, Thornscape Familiar, and then Laughing Mad, and we need to draw really well to keep going. So we have the draw off Manamorphose plus 2 draws off Laughing Mad. We'll play Manamorphose. I guess Seething Song would be incredibly good. Green. Another Laughing Mad. We'll play the Goblin and Archimancer, play Thornscape Familiar. We'll play Laughing Mad, discarding Electric Revelation. Hickory Woodlot. So we did not hit, and now we have to pass. They cast Lightning Bolt. This will kill my Goblin and Archimancer. Grab the prize, discards Gutter Snipe. They swing, no blocks, I go to 8. Okay, looks like we have a chance to win this. Let's tap our lands. I'm just trying to think out loud here. If I play double Gutter Snipe to start, I can then play... No, I'm short of Pirate's Pillage. So there's 2 ways that you could play this game. You could play Gutter Snipe, play Pirate's Pillage, and then just start that way. Or you could just say, I'll win later after I establish my mana. Because if you play Gutter Snipe into Pirate's Pillage, you have to hit really well to keep going. So I think you're supposed to just I mean, this feels bad, but I'm not going to play the Gutter Snipes. We'll play Manamorphose here. Red, green, a land. We'll play Pirate's Pillage. Discard Mountain. Seething Song, okay. I think now we can play one Gutter Snipe. Play the Seething Song. I just don't think I have enough to play the other Gutter Snipe here. Like, I could cast it. I would go down to 3 mana, and then I could play Glimpse the Impossible down to 1 mana. So I'd have 1 mana floating and then the treasure token, and that's it. I feel like that's just a little greedy, so I'm going to just play the Glimpse the Impossible here. Okay, we'll play our land. We'll play Pirate's Pillage, discarding the Electric Revelation. They go to 14. I feel like I'm running on fumes. Play Big Score, discard Laughing Mad. They go to 12. Yeah, I need mana. So I think we're supposed to play Pirate's Pillage here. Discard Hickory Woodlot. They go to 10. We're short of casting Big Score. I can play the Electric Revelation, but then I'm out of mana. So we fizzled. I have to pass. Oh, maybe I was supposed to attack there. Whoops. Because I wasn't going to block. They Faithless Looting. I go to 5. I'm dead to like anything here. Discard Sneaky Snacker and a Kessig Flame Breather. They play a land. A Lightning Bolt, that kills me. Okay. Just short. Bummer. And you can't blame it on Apostle's Blessing because we never drew it. So those would not have been Rite of Flames. Resubmit. Try to win game number 3 on the play. Here we go. So we have Hickory Woodlot, which means that Apostle's Blessing is free. I just need to draw a red mana. We'll see what happens. We'll play the Hickory Woodlot and pass. Mountain. Thornscape Familiar. Pass the turn. If they have Lava Dart, I get blown out. They didn't play it on the end step, though. Land number 2. Lightning Bolt. I will play Apostle's Blessing. I go to 18. For a red. I would like to draw a mountain, please. Or Manamorphose. Geothermal Crevice being tapped is not ideal, but it is a red mana. Swing. 2 mana. Grab the prize, discard Sneaky Snacker. Okay. No removal spell. We'll attack with the Thornscape Familiar, put them to 16. I think it's time to party. Seething Song. Are you going to Fire Blast here? Will Pirate's Pillage, discard Electric Revelation. We did not hit. Big Score, discard Laughing Mad. I want the land in case they kill my creature. Play the Pirate's Pillage, discard Geothermal Crevice. Manamorphose was a good draw. Play that. Red, red. Oh my. Okay, I think we're supposed to play Big Score here. Discard Basic Mountain. I think they have the Fire Blast and they're trying to decide if they want to use it on my 1 reducer. We'll play the Mountain. Play Seething Song. Electric Revelation, discard the Felden's Cane. So I have to win with those 2 Gutter Snipes now. Pirate's Pillage, discard the Mountain. Alright, I think I'm supposed to pass here. I do have the Apostle's Blessing. They have land number 3. A Lava Dart. That is really good here. So I could Apostle's Blessing, but then they could Lava Dart at some point. I guess I'm supposed to do it. Apostle's Blessing, because I guess in my upkeep I could flashback some spells and try to draw into another Apostle's Blessing. They're going to Fire Blast the Familiar, sure. That is a fine exchange. They have 1 mana floating, 2 now. Highway Robbery. Sneaky Snacker. They have 4 cards still in their hand. I've seen 23 cards, no Goblin and Archimancer, and there it is. So we'll play the Goblin. Actually, let's sacrifice the land. Play the Goblin. Seething Song. Flashback. Discard the Sandstone Needle. Glimpse the Impossible, that's good. Thornscape Familiar. They do have the Lava Dart in the graveyard, so they'd have to sacrifice their 1 land to kill my Familiar. We'll play Laughing Mad, discard the Sandstone Needle. And they do Lava Dart. So my Familiar will die. Laughing Mad. Play the land. And I think I'm going to just pass here. Hopefully they don't have another land. Brutal. Well, they're an Epic here. I go to 11. They swing. I go to 7. I'm really close to dead. We'll play the Goblin and Archimancer. Manamorphose. red, red. So I could just play the Stormshriek Feral as a blocker. I wonder how crazy that is. I think we're playing... So, I mean, they could still... Like, they could attack. I block 1. I go to 5. Am I just being crazy here? I'm going to play it as a blocker. Pass the turn. They play a mountain, so they add lands, apparently. We're going to use the blood token now, so this will be their second draw of the turn. So if they attack, they discard a lava dart. I'll block. So they could kill the dragon with the lava dart now, if that's what they're interested in doing. I'm at 5, and they're going to pass. We'll play the Thornscape Familiar. I'm hoping that they lava dart the Familiar. And then we'll flashback Laughing Mad, discarding Hickory Woodlot. They did not. Okay, I have to pass. I guess I could attack for 2. We'll swing for 2. They're at 14. Tight game. They did not burn me on the end step. They play land number 3. Gutter Snipe. That is terrifying, because now the lava dart puts me to... It could put me to 2, or they could kill the Familiar and put me to 3. And if they have Fire Blast, it's just lethal. Okay. We'll play Big Score, discard Laughing Mad. I need to keep the Apostle's Blessing to keep my Familiar alive. Glimpse the Impossible. 3 lands. Ugh. That wasn't good. We'll play Mountain. Flashback Electric Revelation, discard Hickory Woodlot. I need like another Big Score effect. Play Seething Song. Laughing Mad, discard the Goblin and Archimancer. Play Manamorphose. White, red. We hit the Big Score. We'll play that. Discard Laughing Mad. So now I need the Gutter Snipes. I don't know where they're at, but they're apparently in the bottom. Play Glimpse the Impossible. No Gutter Snipes. Alright, Laughing Mad. Actually, hold on. Let's Manamorphose. Red, red. Well, Laughing Mad, discard the Electric Revelation. It looks like all of my Gutter Snipes are in the bottom. We'll play Gutter Snipe. So I could Glimpse here, but then I can only play 1 draw spell after that. We'll play Glimpse the Impossible. They go to 12. Glimpse. I did hit the Gutter Snipe. We'll play Gutter Snipe. I'm trying to think of what I should do here. So I can play the Apostle's Blessing on the Stormshriek Feral using the white. So now I can name black and they can't block the dragon. And then we'll go to combat. Swing. I might lose this game by 1 missed attack on Goblin and Archimancer. Really? They're going to let that in? So they'll take 5. Unless they're going to Lava Dart here. So they're just dead on board. Wait, no, they're not dead on board because I lost 2 reducers. So if I Apostle's Blessing here, I go to 3 and then I'm dead to the Lava Dart. So I think I messed up because I was supposed to Revelation when they didn't block. And instead, we lose this match. Ooh, I can Revelation off the Eldrazi Scions here. Did we accidentally stumble into a win? I love when we stumble into wins. Discard the Apostle's Blessing. Okay. And they're going to Lava Dart me. Sure. I go to 2. And now the final trigger, we win the match. I did not play perfectly, but we still got a match win. I mean, I'll take those. So we're now 2-1. Hopefully I can play slightly better in match number 4. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Round 4, on the draw, we've opened up a solid hand I will keep. So we have turn 1 Hickory Woodlot into turn 2 Thornscape Familiar. We have the Geothermal Crevice, and it looks like they're on the Black Sacrifice deck. Ooh, good draw. Okay, we'll pass. Mortician Beetle. They swing. As far as I know, this deck doesn't play main deck removal spells. Play the other Hickory Woodlot because it makes more mana. And we have the Manamorphose to make red. Ouch. No blocks. Another Mortician Beetle. I think we're going to try to party here. Manamorphose. Red, red. Tap the Hickory Woodlot. We'll play Seething Song. Glimpse the Impossible. No reducer. I would like to Glimpse the Impossible again. We hit a Goblin and Archamancer, we'll play it. Play the Mountain. And then I would like to big score. Discard Geothermal Crevice. We'll play Glimpse the Impossible here. It's another Pirate's Pillage, which is a break even. I think we want to play the Rite of Flame. Play the Pirate's Pillage, discard Geothermal Crevice. And we hit our third reducer. So now all of these big score effects are plus mana. And I sacrificed for the wrong color. Green, play the Thornscape Familiar. Play big score. Discard Electric Revelation. Manamorphose is great. We'll play it. Make red red. This Rite of Flame would make 3 mana. I'm not sure if I want to play it though, because I don't think mana's the bottleneck anymore. I'll discard Laughing Mad. We'll keep the Rite of Flame for now. Pirate's Pillage, discard Sandstone Needle. Manamorphose. Red red. Belden's Cane. We'll play Laughing Mad, discard the basic mountain. Another Goblin that we don't need. We'll make a red red here. Big score, discard the Goblin and Archamancer. We'll play Laughing Mad, discard the Geothermal Crevice. Let's play Glimpse the Impossible. We finally find a Gutter Snipe. We'll play it. And now we'll play Pirate's Pillage. Discard Sandstone Needle. Okay, and now we can start to win the game. We'll play Electric Revelation, discard Thornscape Familiar. They go to 16. Big score, discard the Rite of Flame. They're at 14. The other Gutter Snipe, love to see it. We'll play it. We'll play the Seething Song. Electric Revelation. I guess we should play the one from the graveyard. Alright, so they're at 6. We'll play another one from the graveyard, Laughing Mad this time. Only 10 cards left in our deck. We'll Laughing Mad, discard Laughing Mad, and that'll do. We've taken game number 1 for Mono Black Sacrifice. No sideboarding here. I think, once again, like, you're supposed to just be the better combo deck, so let's just do that. One thing that I mean, I'll probably mention this in the wrap-up because some people just skip to the end, which hurts my retention. Like, YouTube really cares about retention, so if you actually watch the whole video, it is better for the creator. But I'll mention it at the end again. But one thing I've thought about is right now we're playing 16 lands, and it's a lot of tap lands. But if you played Land Grant, it's actually better in this deck, and the reason why, and I don't know what I would do yet, so I would need some time to figure it out. But when you play Glimpse the Impossible, your lands get stuck in exile. But if you played Land Grant, you could Land Grant off of Glimpse the Impossible, pick up a land, and then you could use those lands to discard to Electric Revelation or Big Score or whatever. So I think that there's a real possibility that playing Land Grant would make the deck more consistent. It would also give you untapped green sources for your Thornscape Familiars and your Goblin and Archamancers to smooth out how you win. So I think you would just cut 4 lands for Land Grant, but then you need forests. So I think you'd probably want like 2 forests and then 2 Wooded Ridgeline, I believe is the dual land. So you could do that, and you would probably play those cards over Geothermal Crevice and Hickory Woodlot, or you could keep like 2 Hickory Woodlot and cut 2 basic mountains. So it's just some thoughts that I've had that I think might improve the deck. If you disagree with me, that's okay. It's just, I think having lands you could cast, well, one, Land Grant triggers Gutter Snipe for free, so that's pretty nice. But also getting lands essentially out of exile into your hand to then discard would be an improvement. So, yeah. Also, if you don't feel comfortable with 12 lands plus 4 Land Grant, you could probably cut the Stormshriek Feral for an additional land if you want. I think we keep this. If you were a crazy person, you could try for a turn 1 win. You could go Mountain, Rite of Flame, Manamorphose, Thornscape Familiar floating 2 red, Laughing Mad. But that is most likely going to fizzle. So I'm not going to do that, but I will keep. Alright, they play a creature. Geothermal Crevice. Whoops. Clicked on the wrong land. It probably doesn't matter because I wasn't going to sacrifice the Geothermal Crevice on the second turn anyway, but it would have been better to have the Geothermal Crevice on turn 1. Carrion Feeder, another swamp. Yeah, fast start. We'll play the Geothermal Crevice. Pass. Land number 3, they have 3 cards in their hand. No blocks. I go to 16. Another carrion feeder. They have 1 card left. We're probably supposed to try to win here. We'll play Thornscape Familiar. Rite of Flame. Play another Rite of Flame. Try a Manamorphose. Green. Red. Let's Pirate's Pillage. Discard Electric Revelation. Gutter Snipe. A little early to be casting that. We'll play a Laughing Mad, discard the basic mountain. Rite of Flame makes 4. We'll play the Rite of Flame. Laughing Mad. Discard Hickory Woodlot. Glimpse the Impossible. That does make blockers. Alright, so I'll play the mountain from my hand, and then we'll play the Goblin and Archimancer, and then we get 2 Eldrazi Scions. Alright, Glimpse the Impossible, end step trigger. They add a black. Is this like a Village Rites? It is. Okay. So we now have 2 Eldrazi Scions. They drew a Mortician Beetle. That means that this is a lot more scary. I can block 1 thing here. Okay. Block. I mean, they're probably going to sacrifice it anyway. I'm at 11. Mesmeric Fiend. That's brutal because it exiles the Gutter Snipe. Interesting, they left me with the Gutter Snipe. Okay. So we'll play the Gutter Snipe then. And then I think I actually want to play Sandstone Needle. And then next turn, I can discard whatever I draw to a Laughing Mad or whatever. Okay, so put Scions in front of Carrion Feeder and Mortician Beetle. We'll put Goblin and Archimancer in front of Mesmeric Fiend. So Carrion Feeder, theoretically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think Carrion Feeder can deal lethal here. So those are my blocks. Okay, so 4 damage. Auto yield to this. I can now flashback Laughing Mad. Discard Electric Revelation. They'll take 2. We find Gutter Snipe and Felden's Cane. Okay. I'm at 6. Line Breaker, sure. Okay, so we need to win right now. I'll play Gutter Snipe. And then Electric Revelation, discard Goblin and Archimancer. They go to 14. We'll draw 2. Rite of Flame. They go to 10. Big Score. Discard the Felden's Cane. They go to 6. We'll flashback Laughing Mad. Discard Hickory Woodlot. They go to 2. Play the land. Flashback Electric Revelation. Discard Goblin and Archimancer. This will do it. How about that? We're now 3-1. 1 match left to go. The Gold Sabertooth times the Epic Storm collection has arrived with 3 full-size tokens showcasing the beloved Dark Ritual, CDH Rogsai, and Legacy of the Epic Storm for just $5. On the backs of these tokens, there's a place for my signature or a custom message. In addition to these sweet tokens, a friendly reminder that all orders that ship from theepicstorm.com also come with a signed Storm token from yours truly. The 5th and final round, we're on the play. I want to keep this. I really want to keep this. It's greedy. I could lose because I keep this hand, but we have double reducer. If I draw another land, this hand is just super promising. We'll play Geothermal Crevice and pass. Looks like they're on Spy, and they already have Balustrade Spy in their hand. So they grab the forest. They play the other land grant. So I need to draw that land quickly here. There we go. Had it the whole time. I don't know why you doubted me. Jeez. Should have believed in the heart of the cards, Yugi. Come on. So end step, they'll cycle a Generous End. I accidentally closed off one of the forests that they went and got, so they actually have 2 forests in their hand. I hope the opponent doesn't go back and rewatch my side of the match where they're like, are you kidding me? He drew Sandstone Needle. Big Score, so that's going to allow me to play the second Thornscape Familiar too. So we'll play Big Score. And I think you're supposed to get rid of the Gutter Snipe. Play Thornscape Familiar. Glimpse the Impossible. Double Seething Song. Don't mind if I do. Actually, hold on. Let's play the mountain. No reason to use the treasure token yet. Seething Song. Might as well play the other Seething Song as well. We'll play Electric Revelation. Discard the Hickory Woodlot. We will Manamorphose. Green, red. We drew another Laughing Mad. We'll hold on. Play the Laughing Mad, discard Rite of Flame. Alright, so now I'm going to play the Thornscape Familiar because it's going to reduce the flashback cost of these spells. Discard Hickory Woodlot. And now we'll Electric Revelation, discard the Mountain. We'll play Flush Out, get rid of the Goblin and Archimancer. Glimpse the Impossible. First, let's Pirate's Pillage, getting rid of the Goblin and Archimancer. Glimpse the Impossible. We'll Big Score, discard the Rite of Flame, because then when I play the Rite of Flame from exile, we'll make more mana. And now we'll Electric Revelation, discard a land. Flashback, discard a land. Glimpse the Impossible for 1. Oh no, this is a Laughing Mad, my bad. Or no, did it just lag? Because I have cards over here. So I want the mana from Rite of Flame. We'll play another Glimpse the Impossible. Manamorphose. 19 cards left in deck. We still have the Felden's Cane, and then on top of that, we also have the other Gutter Snipe. We'll Manamorphose again. This will draw us down to 16 cards left in deck. There's the other Gutter Snipe. We'll play it. Play Pirate's Pillage, discard the Sandstone Needle. Trigger. This deck is very good. Last night, after not being able to record because my computer just wouldn't capture my audio, I went and bought a lot of what I was missing for the deck. I haven't been able to find Japanese Foil Pirate's Pillage yet, but I think that's the only thing I'm missing. Oh, and then 3 Apostles' Blessings. I have everything else Japanese Foil. I actually have 5 Japanese Foil Thornscape Familiars because I accidentally bought a 5th copy at some point, so it's just sitting in a bulk box somewhere. But you don't care about that. I should just keep on winning. We'll play Pirate's Pillage, discard the Seething Song. Another Pirate's Pillage, discard Sandstone Needle. We find the Felden's Cane. 8 cards left. We'll play Laughing Mad, discard the Geothermal Crevice. Flashback, Laughing Mad, discard the Mountain. There are 8. Let's play the Felden's Cane. We'll shuffle in our graveyard. And now I will play Laughing Mad, discard the Geothermal Crevice. Play Manamorphose. Okay, they're at 4. We'll make red. Laughing Mad, discard the Hickory Woodlot. And Big Score, discard the Sandstone Needle. That's going to do it for game number 1. Lovely. No sideboarding. I mentioned this earlier on in the video, but you are the better combo deck against Spy. You do not need to sideboard. I know that we have these 6 empty slots in the sideboard that don't get used, but you're better off having Rite of Flames in your deck than Fairy Macabres or something else, in my opinion. Game number 2, we're on the draw. We've opened up a really good hand here. I will keep. They play a Land Grant. Like, this could be a turn 3 win. They play the Forest. And then, okay, so they're going to cycle Generosent on the end step. We'll play Hickory Woodlot. Once again, I like leaving open the possibility of drawing Thornscape Familiar and then playing it. If I play Sandstone Needle on the first turn, there's no upside to that play. So I'm just not going to do it. They play the second Forest, Wall of Roots. They can now play the Cerulean Caretaker. We drew another land. That was kind of stinky. So I could Manamorphose into the Goblin here, but if I wait, next turn... that's fine. And step they cycle Troll of Khazad-dûm. I guess I would have had 1 more mana next turn if I had played the Goblin this turn. So maybe I was supposed to play the Goblin this turn off the Manamorphose. They make a green and a Winding Way. They're on the Lotus Petal build. It's the most common build at this point, so not terribly surprised. Alright, so we'll play Goblin and Archimancer. Play the Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. We'll make a red. Play Glimpse the Impossible. I think we need to use the green here. Ooh, that wasn't good. I think I'm going to play the other Glimpse the Impossible and just try to fill up my graveyard and make Eldrazi Scions. Play Sandstone Needle. And we did mill over the Felden's Cane. So I think the difference this turn was the 1 mana that I didn't have because I didn't play Manamorphose the turn earlier. So if I lose this game, it's my own fault, I think. Because I would have hit the Manamorphose off of the second Glimpse and been able to keep moving. I don't know if I would have been able to win, but I would have been able to keep trying. 4 mana here. 5 mana, so it's probably not a spy. Yeah, Sagu Wildling, I don't care about that. Okay, we get to keep trying to win. Sacrifice an Eldrazi Scion. We'll play Electric Revelation. Discard Geothermal Crevice. Sacrifice another Eldrazi Scion. We'll play Electric Revelation. Discard Hickory Woodlot. There's a Goblin and Archimancer. So we'll play that. And now we can play Big Score. Discard Hickory Woodlot. Gutter Snipe, a good draw. Play the Gutter Snipe. And then let's play Glimpse the Impossible. Triggers. Would like another Big Score here. We hit one. Nice. Cast and you shall receive. So we'll play the Big Score. Discard Laughing Mad. They're at 19 now. Okay, that was decent. We'll play the Manamorphose. They're at 17 red. Electric Revelation. Discard Seething Song. They'll go to 15. Play Thornscape Familiar. And then I'm going to play the Seething Song just because I need, like, mana's going to be a choke point, so let's just make sure that I can cast my spells here. And we have a bunch of flashback spells here, so as long as I can keep on discarding one card, we should be okay. Discard the Goblin and Archimancer. Another flashback spell. Okay, and another one. Discard Sandstone Needle. This deck is super good. We had Rite of Flame and a Pirate's Pillage. We'll play Pirate's Pillage, discard Thornscape Familiar. They're at 3. We'll flashback Electric Revelation. Actually, do I want to do that? Let's play Rite of Flame. They're at 1. And Pirate's Pillage, discard the Mountain. So that's going to do it. So that means that we went 4-1 this league. The only loss was to Elves, where you could argue that if I'd taken a different path to winning, that I could have won the game. I don't know if it would have worked. I'd have to go back and rewatch that round to see if I actually needed the Rite of Flame mana. But this deck is super good. I really do believe that Electric Revelation and Laughing Mad are the difference makers. If you disagree, let me know why in the comment section down below. But when I was playing the Ren's Resolve Reckless Impulse build, I fizzled a lot. This build just feels so much better. I do think the flex spots in the main deck are the Stormshriek Feral. You don't necessarily need that card. I do think you want 8 Pirate's Pillage effects. You want the 8 Electric Revelation / Laughing Mad effects. I don't think you need Desperate Ritual or Pyretic Ritual in this deck. I really don't think so. And then something I mentioned earlier in this video, if you're someone that skips to the end, is I'd be interested in testing out a build with Land Grant. Land Grant would allow you to search out forests off of Glimpse the Impossible. So the idea is that you would Glimpse the Impossible, reveal Land Grant, and instead of having a land in exile that you cannot discard to a Big Score or a Laughing Mad or something like that, is that with Land Grant you could cast a spell which could trigger your Gutter Snipes, and then you search your library for a card that you can then discard to something later. And I think that could be an area for improvement. It would also allow you to play your Thornscape Familiar or Goblin and Archimancer on turn 2 more easily. So those are things that I think could make the deck better. I'm not 100% certain that that's true, but it could. And if you happen to go like turn 1 Sandstone Needle, turn 2 Land Grant into Goblin and Archimancer or Thornscape Familiar, it allows you to potentially win on turn 2 more consistently as well. So those are things that you could try. The sideboard, I really don't know what I would put in this Kessig Flamebreather / Weather the Storm slots. I just don't think you need anything. Like, you have Apostle's Blessing for removal, you have Pyroblast for counterspells, you have Flaring Pain for Prismatic Strands. I don't think you need Fairy Macabre. I guess you could try... No, that doesn't even make sense. I was thinking, like, Gut Shot for Infect, but, like, is that even good? Probably not. That's what I've got. So if you have feedback, put that in the comment section below. I really do appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and as always, keep storming. Hey you, yeah you, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, and if you're interested, you can visit theepicstorm.com/donation decks to see your combo deck here on this very YouTube channel. You can even join me in a video in the Epic tier, it's totally worth it, I promise, and see ya, thanks for watching.